Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. We are going to be talking about Jupiter. It has just entered Gemini, which means it has just left your sign. So I don't know how you feel about that, but I have good news for you. If you are a Gemini, if you are a Taurus ascendant, then when Jupiter entered Gemini, it entered your house of money. Yes, that's a fortunate thing. So the reading that we're going to be doing is called Within, Without, and Advice. So let's take a look what we've got going on for you. Oop, we have a volunteer. Within, polish your mirror for perfect clarity. Without, trust and act accordingly. And I'll explain these a little bit more in a second. And your advice, the alchemical artist. Makes perfect sense to me. Okay. Polish your mirror for perfect clarity. This is you. This is, I don't know if you know just how amazing and steadfast and practical and just your ability to do anything and stick with it, that fixed energy of an earth sign. And you need to look at that as your within, your superpower, right? That is what you can do all day long. So when you look at yourself and what your positive strengths are, that's what you should be looking at. Because I think you recognizing what your strengths are going to be something that you're going to need in the future. And I think that is why you're also getting this. So within, this is what's going on within you. Without, this is other people. This is what's happening outside of your, outside in the area around you. And you're getting this message of trust and act accordingly. And I think that, you know, Taurus is not a foolish sign, and they know when someone is trustworthy or not. I think it's pretty hard to fool a Taurus. So when you trust someone, you know that they're going to be someone that can have your back, right? So trust and act accordingly. And the advice, the alchemical artist, taking all of those things, it's like when you plant a garden and you plant the seed and you have that fertile soil that you prepared. You get the sun, you get water, all of these elements are part of it, but it makes that seed turn into something magical, a plant that grows into food or in a tree for shade or anything that can be beautiful. It breathes. It soaks up the energy of the sun. And planting seeds with intention, I think that is going to be what your advice is, planting those seeds with intention and letting all of the things that have their effect on them. When I was shuffling earlier, I did run across the Temperance card, which is Archangel Michael. So it would not surprise me to have that kind of a message coming through for you again, is that for plants to grow, it does take time. It does take time. So I think you can rely on what's out there to manifest things for you. So let's take a look at within. I'm going to draw cards from tarot for within and then without, and then your advice again, just to get a little bit more information for you. But again, the nice thing is if you have a Taurus ascendant, Jupiter just moved into your money house, which means that will bring money in. But a lot of times with that kind of money, it's like smaller amounts, but getting paid more often. So, and it also depends on what you might have in that, also in that sign of Gemini. So let's take a look under Polish Your Mirror for Perfect Clarity. Five of Wands. I think you have a struggle within yourself. Like, you know, I think you have some self-doubt. The Empress. This is in this deck, this is the Lady of Guadalupe. She is abundance. I just get this whole sensation of garden and growing and having things come up. Um, but I think you have like these self-doubts. It's Taurus is such a natural growth energy, and then being ruled by Venus, um, which is also in Gemini, which is going to be going into Gemini. It's not quite there yet, but it will be soon. It's going to definitely have some good energy coming. So here we go. Queen of Wands. Look at the joy, the happiness. And the Queen of Wands in a lot of decks is someone who they have plenty, but where do you find them? Outside in nature. They're out there enjoying themselves and having a good time, and a lot in self-care, very much into self-care. And I think that's one of the things that you'll have to watch within is, okay, you know, I need to have more confidence in myself. I need to have more of that Empress energy because I know what I'm doing. I can um, create beautiful things, and I can do it in such a way that it honors yourself, right? And I think that's a lot of what you should be concentrating on is that energy within, and polishing your mirror for perfect clarity, believing in yourself, believing in yourself. So what does the outside around you look like? Trust and act accordingly. That was the message. So let's take a look at what this message is outside. The Hierophant. And this is the wise woman. This is the woman that she knows nature. She knows the ancient lore, the rules, um, the wisdom, and she passes that on and along to everyone. Trust and act accordingly. 10 of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment. This is being happiness. This is actually her brother coming to see that she's happy, that she's in a happy relationship, happy family. And this particular tribe is different. You have some on the land and some in the water. And I think we have to be aware of that too, because this is just strikes me as, you know, it's a happy family, but they're not alike, right? There's a lot of different people out there around you, but what works for them, and what works for you works for you. But that doesn't mean you can't be happy for one another. And that's, I like this energy of the Hierophant with it. Like it's like knowing what's going on and the past wisdom and bringing that forward. I get this. I love the energy of Taurus and that grounded earth energy. And then you have the Hermit. This is such a beautiful card. And I like that this Hermit looks like they're traveling, looks like there's a spirit with them. You have the Hierophant, which is I love it because it's the wise woman in the village. And this is someone who is also private, you know, because the Hermit is much more of a private knowledge and wisdom than the Hierophant. The Hierophant is there to spread that knowledge forward to the people of the tribe. And the Hermit is more, you know, traveling and providing that knowledge to those who are willing to hear it. Okay, so let's take a look at your advice. So I really get that the outside is this very much this I feel like listening to each other, listening to people have, because there's other people out there that have wisdom. So you're going to get that energy from other people. There's very definitely tribe energy here, but you can be a wise woman within that tribe. And then you can bring that knowledge to someone else. Like, okay, I don't know how to do this. Can you show me? Um, and that can be what you pass on. I love that. Really nice energy. So the alchemical artist, let's take, oops, we have, that's a lot of cards. None of them turned over. And then 3 more came out. So that's the right number. So we're going to take these. This is your advice. So let's see what it says. 3 of Swords. Hang on a second. I want to see what the other cards are. King of Swords. And 2 of Coins. Okay. Under the alchemical artist, I think you have to not let, as this is your advice, not let situations get control of you emotionally, because this is very much, a heart injury to you, right? But what do you need to do? You need to think of things logically. You can trust the intuition of your heart, but when you're talking with other people and dealing with other people, you have to like put on that leadership role. And then you're using the 2 of Coins. And that's a decision. Okay, what are my choices here? What should I be concentrating on? I have, I have work to do. I have children to raise. I have those things to take care of. And then you have to set the priorities, right? Um, and I think that's where you're going to benefit from that um, tribal sense where you don't have to do everything to know every job. You have people that you can work with, that someone's very good at this, someone's very good at this. They can share that knowledge, but then they take that task on. And I think that is what you're getting through all of this energy that we're seeing, is that, you know, the alchemical artist is taking all the things available and then making them work, right? It's taking all the opportunities that come forward, all the knowledge that's going to come forward. And the fact that you're getting all of this outside knowledge and this tribal energy from the outside. And then I'm not saying things are going to be super easy, but then you have the King of Swords coming in and the 2 of Coins, right? You don't have to do every job yourself. And you need to realize that you don't have to do every job yourself, right? It's working together. It's yeah, it's that energy of that seed, right? We get something started, good soil, air, water, sunshine, and something magical happens. So I think working together with that energy is going to really help you. So let's get 3 last cards, oracle cards for within, without, and advice. So within, close encounters. I think you will have inspiration and guidance when you need it. You just have to watch for the synchronicities. So that's within. You're a beautiful butterfly. Beautiful butterfly. And from without, the uncharted sea. I think we're going to end up going in places that we never thought even possible. I mean, it's something that's going to be brand new for everyone. So we have to learn to work together. And I think that's part of this being on the outside, that uncharted territory. I think it's going to be easier for people who are of a higher timeline like us, higher, I'm going to use the energy and not live in fear and use it to, um, trust and act accordingly. And then when the timing is right, we make a plan, right? Oops, two wanted to come out. I don't know why two wanted to come out, but let's see. The royal you advice, you know, look at things from a higher perspective, the royal you, and in perfect harmony. So taking some of this edge off, I think people are going to be a little worried, concerned, but I think part of that beautiful Taurus energy is that they're so grounded, and it's like, I know how to do things. I can do this. I will make sure it gets done. You can rely on me. And um, I think that's one of the fun things about Taurus, is that it's so um, creative and reliable and magical in the sense of the alchemical artist. Because this whole, I'm being in Minnesota, we're getting all of the very much this, um, so many things are being planted and so many things are starting to come out now in with planting, and people are bringing stuff from their gardens and stuff that they've already started at the little farmers markets and things like that. So it's that whole sense of group energy, and and taking bits and pieces from all over and then making them work. So I think that is part of the without, and the advice is, keep that. I think there's unexpected things that are going to come up, but keep that solid Taurus equanimity, right? Where it's creating beautiful things, trusting in your own, polish your mirror for perfect perfection, polish your mirror for perfect clarity. You've got this. You've got this. And I think that you're going to be a rock for other people, and be a supporting um, base for whatever is going to be coming up with us. And I don't think we have to worry about anything until more like late summer, as far as weather and things like that. So you enjoy your summer and plant those gardens and enjoy everything with being outside. I'll see you soon. Bye.